Hello and welcome to my channel Talisman Tarot. In this reading I'm gonna ask your spirit guides what they think of your friendship, and I have 4 groups here that you can choose from. This will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3, and this will be group number 4, and there will also be an image of the groups up close and personal. Right after this introduction, you can find the timestamp in the description box below, and so you can just click on that if you need it right now. And and while you're down there in the description box below, check out my guide on how to book a personal reading from me. I love doing personal readings for you guys. It's always a pleasure, so please check that out too. But focus on this reading right here. Choose the group that speaks to you the most, the group that catches your eye, and that group will be your group. And yeah. Hello, group number 1, you chose this postcard, this Alphonse Mucha postcard, and yeah, it looks like this. And so I'm gonna start with some channeling, and then I'm gonna shuffle just the normal Rider-Waite tarot deck to get your spirit guides to use the cards to deliver your message. But I'm going to start with the channeling. So, Spirit, can you answer this question? Or can you connect to group number 1 spirit guides to answer this question? So, yeah. So, when you are connected to the spirit guides, can you ask them the question, what do they think of group number 1's friendship? Sorry, they think it's rubbish. They think you need to find someone who actually values your time, someone who isn't, leaving you hanging, someone who actually respects you and respects what you do for them and doesn't take it for granted. So I'm sensing your spirit guides are actually quite angry with this person and feels like you deserve so much more from this connection, and that since you're not getting this, you should just move on, because you're not getting anything here from this connection. You're not this is just not it. So yeah, but I'm gonna ask a little bit more. So is there some clarification on why group number 1 spirit guides are unhappy with this friendship? Some other reasons, possibly. You need to be a little bit more stern when it comes to dealing with people like this, because one thing is to let someone treat you this way, but you could potentially stop this by not letting this person walk all over you, and make this person understand that you're not gonna take this. You're not gonna take whatever they are serving you. That you can say no. You can also play hard to get. That don't be afraid to say to this person that if this person doesn't value your time, then you're just not gonna give this person your time, you know? And even though there could be a chance of this person just walking away and possibly, you know, leaving you out to dry because they feel like now you're being difficult, if you start, if you start expecting something from this person that they're not giving you, like if you start coming in with, you know, demands, this person is definitely gonna have a negative reaction to that, and they're probably gonna feel like you're the one who is overstepping. But the thing is that you just need to let this person just deal with that, because I think it's just better that you set some boundaries here and don't let this person convince you that you're the one who's the problem just because you're the one speaking up for yourself. That you don't, this person would never, like if the roles were reversed, this person would never accept this behavior from you if you were the one who were treating them the way that they're treating you. So I just feel like you need to be stern. Stand your ground. Don't hesitate to speak your mind and let this person know that this is unfair. I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to ask your spirit guides to use the cards to get the message across, what they think of your friendship. And with the King of Swords reversed, there is no respect. That's one of the biggest problems here, is the lack of respect that this person has for you. Not just for you, but for your time especially. I feel like this person sends you messages and expects you to always reply right away. But when when you send them messages, they can just, wait for a few days to get back to you, that they don't have to answer right away, that they don't have to pick up the phone, they don't have to text you back, they don't have to do that. But they really expect you to always be there, that you have to drop everything that you have in your hands to accommodate their needs. But it's not reciprocated. It's not something that they would ever do for you. And so I feel like it's just unfair, and that you shouldn't let this person walk all over you. Like, it's just, you don't deserve this. You're a good person, you're a good friend. And you are probably someone who would drop everything that you have in your hands if this person needed you, because you don't want to leave someone hanging. You don't want to let someone feel like when they are in a crisis that you're just going to be like, oh, I'm not sure if I have the time. That you would never you would never put anyone through that. So I think the problem here is maybe just that you two are very different, that you have very different sets of values, that you act very differently towards other people, and that this person is just, I'm not going to say that this person is a bad person, but I think this person is rather selfish. And so maybe this person just needs to hang out with other people who are also selfish, so that they can be selfish together, because you're not that way. You're not someone who who would only think about yourself in a situation in a situation where someone else needs your help. Like that's just not who you are. But that is who this person is. And I don't think you can ever change this person. So this person would just continue to disappoint you. And I think that's unfair to you to be in this. And I think it's just, I'm sensing that your spirit guides, they just find this to be rubbish. Like they are done with this. They feel like you should have been done with this friendship a long time ago. That you should never have given this you shouldn't have given this a chance to begin with. Maybe because this person was probably quite quick to show you their true colors, but maybe you chose to ignore it, or maybe you hoped that you had misunderstood something, or maybe you just wanted to give this person the benefit of the doubt. But I feel like you have done that now, and they have not, like there has been no changing your mind happening. Like this person has been the person that they portrayed themselves as to begin with, like at the beginning, where or maybe I'm not sure about that, because maybe this person played really nice to begin with, but I feel like this person maybe slipped and kind of showed you something that you might have had a bad feeling about back then. But maybe because this person was acting so nicely towards you that you thought, well, maybe I misheard something, because that doesn't seem to be in alignment with the persona that they showed you, like this kind-hearted, nice person, like that was just trying really hard maybe to make you believe that they were someone who was caring and supportive and had people's back or something. But at the end of the day, I don't think this person has anybody's back. I think this person is just mostly opportunistic, only thinking about what they can get from a friendship, like that they're mostly just doing it for their own benefit. So yeah, I'm gonna shuffle. I feel like it's also a big sign that I feel like a long time can pass without this person actually reaching out to you. Where it seems like, well, why is this person just, going AWOL all of a sudden, as if suddenly this friendship doesn't matter to them? Like that before this person was praising how much you mean to them, but then suddenly it's like radio silence, and you don't really understand why that is. But I think the thing is that, whenever this person doesn't need somebody, then the person's just blind to that person's existence. Like it's like you don't exist when they don't have anything they need from you. But you better believe that if there is something that this person wants from you, they will come knocking on your door. And so don't make yourself too available to this person. Don't let this person in when they come knocking on your door, because it's not real. It's not a real friendship, because this person doesn't care about you. They only care about you when there's something in it for them. So I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more about what your spirit guides think of this person that you're in a friendship with. Okay, the Hermit reversed. And 3 of Cups and the Chariot. So okay, I'm sensing that even though your spirit guides, they see this friendship as kind of rubbish, they still think, you know, there's no reason to not go out with this person, for instance. Like if there's a night out, if there's a party, if there's some event going on where this person is there, if there is anything, you know, social happening where this person is there, then play nice with this person, you know, talk to this person if that's what you want. But like, and also because this person is probably quite fun to be around, and you know, take it for what it is, and maybe do the same thing as this person does, because this person only seems to be interested in this friendship when they have something that they want from you. You could do the same for this person, and you know, pick and choose what you want from this person and what interactions you would like to have with this person. If you want to just party with this person and have a good time with them, you can still do that. But if this person calls you in the middle of the night and want your help with something or want to cry about something, you know, I know it seems heartless to say no to someone who really needs help, and someone who's you know, someone who's lonely, or someone who is like, I wouldn't normally feel like you should just, you know, ignore someone who really seems to be having a bad time. And I feel bad about saying this, but the thing is, this person would never do the same for you. And I know that that's not necessarily a measurement that we should use all the time, you know, because there is, you know, we don't have to stoop to their level. Sometimes we can, I don't know, like, because in a way I feel like it would be better for you to maybe keep this person at an emotional distance, just so that you don't get disappointed, because I feel like it would just be devastating for you to spend a whole night helping this person with their broken heart and what they have to say, like whatever they are, you know, feeling at that moment, like that it would be nice to help the person. And I think it would also make you feel good if you felt like you helped the person out. But the thing is that it would just disappoint you if you then had, you know, something that you really needed to talk to them about, and they were like, oh, I don't know if I should, or I don't know if I have the time, you know, because that is what's going to happen. This person is not going to return the favor, and I think that would just make you feel like you're being used by this person. And so I think just try to have, you know, distance. So you can still meet up with this person. You don't have to cut them out of your life, but you could have an emotional distance where you set boundaries when this person calls you in the middle of the night or texts you in the middle of the night. It's okay to say, it's late, I have work tomorrow, I can't spend the whole night helping you with this because, I also have to think about my own responsibilities and my own life. So, help this person whenever you feel like you have, like where you feel like this is not taking anything away from you. If it's in the middle of the day and you don't have anything else to do, you could talk to this person and talk this person out of whatever they are, like if they have some heartbreak or if they're thinking about ending it with their boyfriend or whatever, then talk to this person and give this person advice about it. But if it's at a time where you actually don't have the time for it, if you are busy, or if it's something where it's not something that where you feel like this is going to take away from something else or someone else, like if there's someone in your life who you should be spending more time with, then prioritize that person and let this person be a second priority or a third priority or a fourth priority, because this person is not prioritizing you. Just remember that. But I feel like you're a very good person, so I think it's going to be hard for you to completely ignore this person if this person needs help. So I understand that aspect of it, but just make sure that it's not getting in the way of you doing what's best for you. So but I feel like this is more me being diplomatic about this. I feel like still your spirit guides mostly seem to just want you to cut this person out of your life most. And I know this comes as a contradiction in the reading that I'm going to say this, but I feel like there's also actually a contradiction within your spirit guides, like that your spirit guides are maybe a little bit in disagreement over this. That I feel like one spirit guide that you have is definitely just, hoping that you walk away. And this person is maybe also quite stern and, no nonsense kind of person. Like this person doesn't like bullshit, doesn't like people who just take advantage of other people. So I think this person just wants you to leave this person behind and just walk away. But I feel like there's another spirit guide who's like more in agreement with me, So this is why I'm seeing this from the cards, kind of from that person's eyes, but also in confirmation to what I feel, because I feel like people need a second chance sometimes. But of course, if you have been giving this person chances on chance, like a lot of chances, like then it's different, I know. But I feel like what I'm sensing here is it's maybe better to just, not create a big scene about it. Just let this fizzle out, that this connection is rubbish. It's not, this person is not a very good friend to you at all. And, you could cut this person out of your life, but just don't do it in a conversation, don't have that conversation with them. Don't tell them up front that now I'm going to cut you out of my life because I'm not getting anything from you. Because I feel like that could have a very negative impact on their life. And even though this person is a selfish prick, but let that be that, because this person is mostly just being themselves, and they don't know how to behave differently, possibly, and there is just a part of their personality who like that is just this way, like they. And maybe maybe this person actually has some kind of excuse for the way that they behave, that that they might put other people's troubles on a distance, which is very selfish, especially when this person expects other people to get engaged in their troubles. But I think the thing is that maybe this person has a coping mechanism that makes them ignore other people when they are heartbroken, or when they are dealing with trauma, or when they're dealing with something in their life that's really hard, because this person can't handle tough situations, and this person doesn't know what to do about themselves, and they can't handle like having these discussions with people. Like they want you to discuss with them what they should do with in their relationship, whether they should stay with their boyfriend or girlfriend, or whether they should leave. But if you said the same to them, like if you started talking to this person about your relationship, whether you should stay or whether you should leave, this person would just feel a strong urge to not get involved. And I think it might also be because this person doesn't want responsibility. Like this person is maybe just running away from responsibility. Maybe this person is extremely afraid that they might end up giving someone bad advice, and that it's going to end up being their fault if something if something bad happens. And that's very selfish in some ways, because it's like this person doesn't want something to reflect badly on them, so they would rather let you figure it out on your own, so that like even if they have the answer for you, even if they feel like from an objective point of view, maybe they know that you're not in the best relationship that you could be in, but they don't want to tell you that, because they don't want to be an accomplice in something that could go wrong. And it makes some sense, I guess. I don't understand this necessarily, because I give people advice all the time, and I am responsible, and I feel bad sometimes if I say something to someone and they yeah, of course it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling to know that you're an accomplice, or that you have that you're maybe the only factor here that causing something to happen, like that's. But you're doing it for this person. Like you're doing it even though there's something at stake here for you. So why can't this person do it for you? So I guess I understand, but I also don't understand where this person is coming from, because I feel like as a friend to you, this person should be honest to you and tell you what they're thinking. Because I feel like they owe you that, because you have given this person complete honesty. So yeah, but don't in a way, I feel like you shouldn't just throw this friendship away just because this person wants to be Switzerland. You know, like that. Just because someone wants to be neutral all the time, like that's okay. You know, like that's just. It's I feel like there's no easy answer to this, but I feel like your spirit guides, they want you to at least protect yourself, protect your own energy. Don't give too much, because always have it in the back of your mind. Always think, well, what I'm doing right here for this person is something I'm doing because I want to, even though I know I'm not gonna get it in return. Like, I'm not gonna get this energy returned. I'm not gonna get this time returned. Like that, there's no reciprocation, and there's not gonna be any. And there's no. I can just be completely, sure of that. So whether I'm gonna give this energy or not, it's my decision. And if I choose to do it, then I'm not going to get disappointed if the person doesn't give me anything back. You know, that sort of thing. If you can keep, like, if you can just have a connection with this person on those terms. If you can do that, of course, it requires a very selfless person to want to be with someone that isn't giving anything back. But if you're okay with it, then I think you should just keep meeting this person casually, you know, go on a cafe together, just talk to this person in a fun way, or go to a party with this person or something, but don't let this person walk all over you. Create boundaries when it comes to this person invading your space or coming unannounced or something like that. So, and with the Chariot, you know, I think this person could maybe be a gateway to something else. Like, so in a way, like if you're looking for a way where this person could potentially be helpful for you, even though this person is not really keen on doing anything for others, but this person could end up unknowingly helping you by introducing you to someone who's actually going to be a good friend to you. So I think this person has other friends that, like, so if you keep this person in your life, you might meet some people through this person, and so it would be a good networking opportunity to keep this person in your life, if that makes sense. But whether it's worth it it's up to you. Whether you want to whether you want to keep investing energy in this, it's up to you. So yeah. But I think that's all I have for you. Group number 1, I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 2, you chose this postcard here, this Alphonse Mucha postcard, and I'm gonna start with some channeling, and then I'm gonna ask these Rider-Waite tarot cards about this question, so that I'm going to ask your spirit guides to use the cards to deliver the message. So, but first I'm going to do some channeling. So, Spirit, can you connect to group number 2's spirit guides and ask them what they think of group number 2's friendship? What do they think of group number 2's friendship? Okay, a lot of drama. It's entertaining, definitely. But it feels like this person is a loose cannon. Sometimes, you know, it's like, you know, you never really know what this person is going to do, or this person has very unpredictable behavior. And so that can be a little bit difficult to navigate in. And I feel like sometimes this person, like, this person fires some shots sometimes where it's like, where did that come from? And it's like, you know, it's like this person might get an idea about something, and sometimes this person can be a little bit confrontational, I think. And I feel like it's when this person gets bored, like when there's nothing else to do, I think this person makes up something to be mad about, just, you know, so that they get some entertainment out of it. I don't know if it's a need of attention or whether it's just a need of entertainment. And I feel like it could be both, because I think this person gets bored, and I think this person feels like sometimes they're not the center of attention, and sometimes that's a little bit boring to not be the center of attention. So they find something, and sometimes it's a reach, it's a stretch, you know, they're reaching for something, and you can tell, like, this person is not mad about that, you know, like they might say something that, oh yeah, I was thinking the other day, you know, that like it was a little bit weird that you used this word to describe this. It's just a weird word to use, you know, and like, why did you say this and not that? Does that mean that you don't really want to spend time with me, or is it because you kind of wanted to be somewhere else, or like what's the subtext of like the kind of going in and analyzing subtext, or analyzing, you know, what did you mean by this? And it's, you know, it's comical because this person, you know, it's kind of like this person just like it's not because this person was actually analyzing it for any other reason than to find something, you know, find something that they could make a fuss about. And I feel like this person also does it because they want to talk to you. Like they like, and so if it's about you, for instance, and I feel like this person also makes up drama about other people so that they can get mad at other people, so it's not just about you, but I feel like sometimes it's about you, and this person comes to you and tells you, like, you know, I was thinking the other day that it was a little bit peculiar why you didn't want to hang out with me 3 years ago. Does that mean that you have a, like, maybe this was all a lie? Like, maybe you're just faking this whole friendship. I don't know, but it's like this person kind of digs into the past, about like finding something 3 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe even finding texts that you sent this person 5 years ago. Like, it's like, you know, why? And I think the reason is just that this person wants to talk to you. And for whatever reason, they feel like they can't really talk to you unless they accuse you of something. Or whether, like, they feel like they have to have something to, like, something. It doesn't have to be an accusation directed at you, but like sometimes it is, but maybe sometimes it's just something that they're mad about that somebody else said to them 5 years ago. So they might contact you when they have something juicy, but they don't have anything juicy all the time. So they have to find something juicy, you know? So like I feel like this is a little bit different for all of you, but I'm sensing that sometimes it's regarding you, and this person accuses you of something because they know that when they accuse you of something, when they bring something up and start discussing something with you or arguing something with you, then they know that you're going to give them 3 hours to talk about it, because they know that they have you in an arm hold, like they have you, you know, locked in on them, and that they have to that you have to talk to them until you've sorted it out, and that it's a way to trap you into talking to them for longer, maybe because this person sometimes gets lonely and wants to talk to someone for 3 hours, and so yeah, and just really wants to spend time with you, but doesn't seem to have a language to speak with you in just normal terms, that they feel like they always have to choose drama for whatever reason. And I think it's just because they know that that works. That's going to get your attention. So, okay, so I feel like this person might also tell you, like at the end of an argument, they might tell you that, you know, that water under the bridge, like let's just leave this in the past and let's just forgive and forget, you know, and then like 3 months later, if they don't have anything more to talk about, if they don't have any juicy drama or juicy gossip or juicy things to talk to you about, because then they feel like, okay, what about just, you know, revisiting that argument, you know, let's just do it for fun's sake, you know, let's just, yeah, and then I think this person just calls you and says like, do you remember that argument we had 3 months ago? I know I said I forgave you, but I've changed my mind a little bit about that now. Like now I'm kind of starting to wonder whether maybe there still is some unfinished business here, something that needs to be discussed. And it's just, again, like, don't take this person seriously. I don't think you do either, because I think you know that this person is just like finding excuses to talk to you. And I think it's, yeah, there is definitely a very dynamic thing here. Like it's very chaotic, but also quite interesting, but in a way, you know, highly dysfunctional about, like, there's something very dysfunctional about this friendship. But I feel like you make it work in some way where I guess you can, I guess I feel like you're okay with this to some degree. Sometimes you might be a little bit tired of it, but there's definitely tension here, and that of course makes every friendship a little bit interesting, when there's some tension, when there's, you know, something brewing underneath, like that there's something at stake also, like that. I feel like this person keeps you on your toes. It's never boring. being friends with this person, because you never know what this person is gonna, is gonna bring to the table. It's always a mystery. But I think this person also has all the right, like all the tea about everything, like, about everyone. And I think there is a lot of fun conversations that you've had with this person, where this person just knows a lot about a lot of people, and I think this person is maybe a little bit of a gossip, and that might be a character flaw, but it's something that makes this person quite interesting and quite entertaining and very fun. I feel like also this person is very funny. Like, this person is funny when they talk about other people, and like it's like this person has a very comical point of view and has good delivery, and like this person is a comedian in many ways, and like I don't even like, there is something quite beautiful about this connection that I don't know why I'm kind of rooting for this, but maybe it's because I'm a dysfunctional person and I kind of have a few friendships that look very similar to this, and I kind of enjoy this part. Like I think like there's, of course, yes, it can be like, of course, if this is a friendship that is draining you out, if you feel like this person sometimes is reaching for something, nonsensical, completely absurd, where you're sitting there for 3 hours on the phone and you're just like, when is this gonna end? If you feel that way sometimes, of course, it might be the right time to tell this person that you're kind of getting tired of this, and maybe be honest to this person and just tell this person, that you can see right through this person, that that the only reason why this person is reaching for something nonsensical to be mad about, that it's because this person wants to hang out with you, and that there is another way to get to hang out with you. Like, that this person doesn't need to choose drama. They can just call you and talk about other things. They don't have to talk. You can still talk to this person for 3 hours just about something that's not accusations and bringing something from the past up to up to discussion, and that you can just have a normal conversation and talk about each other's lives, and possibly also talk about some gossip for 3 hours about somebody else, if there is something. But I feel like it's mostly when this person runs out of gossip about someone else, then they don't have anything juicy to say. Like, I feel like this person comes to you if they have something juicy about other people, and then like they have a reason to talk to you, and they find that to be very hilarious, but then to talk to you about something that someone said, and that this person has the has a like the superpower to make one sentence that somebody said into like a 3-hour discussion, and that's very entertaining when it's about other people. It's kind of, it gets boring, or it at least gets boring for you when it's about you, like when it's something that this person is trying to when this person discusses something that you did. I think this person, like, again, I don't think this person does it for any other reason than because they have run out of other people's drama. Like, the drama about, they don't have any drama about anybody else, and they still want to talk to you, and they know that they have to give you something. Like, they can't. So I think it is a desperate move, but I just don't. I think this. what to say here, because I feel like yes, this person is highly dysfunctional. They do thrive on drama, or they run on drama. Like they can't really, they can't function completely without some drama to talk about. And that's maybe also the basis of this relationship. Like I think it's like this friendship between you two, that it is based on maybe making fun of other people and talking about people's dirty laundry. And I don't know, maybe this person doesn't really know how to just talk about mundane things with you, talking about their work in terms of, just talking about, what's going on in their life, the positive things. They might feel like you're not really interested in hearing about that, and that it's dull or boring, or it might not be because they think you aren't interested, but it's because they aren't interested, and so they assume you're not interested either. So I think that's just the thing. So it is, of course, very negative or not negative. It's negative in a fun way, but but I think, of course, I understand if you feel like this friendship is a little bit too negative. But I'm gonna ask your spirit guides, or I'm gonna ask Spirit to connect to your spirit guides and ask them, what is the advice on this connection, this friendship? What's the advice? Okay, the advice is that, take it for what it is. I think you're getting something out of this that is quite entertaining, and life is short. And yeah, I understand the whole thing about, stay away from negative people because they have a negative impact on your life, and don't let energy vampires into your life because they're just going to drain you out. And I get that. But is this person an energy vampire, or is this person just a gossip who sometimes runs out of gossip, so she or he is reaching for something and then can't find anything, and so they need to just stir up some drama, create some drama, so that they have something to talk about, so they start accusing people. But it's not serious. Like, this person is not trying to act, like they just want something to talk about. And sometimes they wreak havoc so that when they wreak havoc, it's like, yes, now they have material for the next few months, and is it highly dysfunctional? Yes. But is it fun? Yeah, a little bit. Is it fun when it's about you? No, but that's maybe something that you can talk to this person about. And maybe try to get this person to not accuse you of anything, and like that. So I feel like there might have been a little bit of a thing that happened. And I feel like if you acknowledge what you did wrong and actually talk to, like, and you didn't do anything wrong here, but you know, make this person think that you understand what you did wrong. So that's okay. So I'm sensing something. This is going to be specific, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. But I'm getting something here about an argument that you had with this person, and I think it was because this person thought that you had breached the trust between you two. That this person had told you something in confidence, and you had revealed that thing to somebody else. You had revealed their secret or something, and that made this person quite angry with you. And the thing is that, you know, it's not that deep. I think what happened for most of you, where this resonates with you, I think this person was, you know, creating some drama by getting angry with someone, or you know, that they might have, you know, talked to you about someone who had said something to them that they consider to be offensive, and so they got angry over that, and they tried to get your sympathy because this was not okay, and you know, they tried to maybe get some attention from this. So they wanted to be mad. They wanted to stir up this drama so that they could have something to talk about, something that they could get attention for, and something they could gossip about. And it was a perfect situation for them, because they were really, you know, thriving within this drama. And, you know, then you might have thought to yourself that maybe you know the person that this person was talking about. So this might have been a mutual friend, and you thought to yourself that that doesn't sound like something this person would say on purpose, or that it sounds like this drama, like this thing that offended your friend here was just, it just felt a little bit out of character, or not something that you felt complete, like, or maybe you felt like you wanted to talk to that mutual friend and just, you know, discuss it with them, and, you know, get the misunderstanding out, you know, figure out if there was a misunderstanding, so that maybe these two people could be friends again, you know, fix the problem for this person, you know, because you wanted these two people to get along again, because you want your friends to get along. So you might have said to that person that, you know, and delivered to that other person that you think there might have been a misunderstanding, and that your friend is mad over this. And I think that actually fixed the problem, because it turned out that it was a misunderstanding, that person didn't mean what they said, and that they had just used the wrong word that could be misunderstood or something, and that it was a very simple thing, like a simple solution to a simple problem, and then, you know, they could just go back to being friends and get along. And so you just thought to yourself that that was a good thing that you did, that it was a good deed. But the problem is that, you know, then there was no drama anymore. Then, you know, they were just friends again, and there was nothing more that your friend could, like, your friend could not squeeze the lemon more, and they were planning on squeezing the lemon as much as they could on this. Like, they wanted to be sour over this for a long time, and, you know, then they would have gotten, you know, more sympathy from more people. They would have been the center of attention, and they would have had gossip for months to come. about how this person crossed them, and like it would have just been a perfect disaster for them, and you took that away from them. It sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud, I know that, but I think this person might have been angry with you, and like, and probably brought this up many times, that you revealed their secret, that you told them something in confidence, and then you just broke their trust and told it, or especially since you went directly to the source and talked about it. And I feel like, of course, I don't know how this person's level of self-awareness is, but I feel like if this person comes to you again and wants to discuss how you broke their trust back then, or if this person just keeps bringing it up, maybe talk about it, and tell this person that you understand that it was like that it was a big move, in order to just own up to it in a way where you still kind of paint a picture of how ridiculous it is, but that you also understand where this person is coming from, because you would maybe not, if the roles were reversed, maybe you would also have been angry if someone took away your drama, or if someone took away something that you could have, you could have milked it for what it was worth, and you didn't get to do that. So, and if you felt that way too, then I maybe, even if you don't feel like you would actually stoop to this level ever, but maybe you would. If you would, that, then there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe just make this person believe that you understand, and that you would also feel like it was a kind of a bummer if you were in their situation, and just try to validate them in their craziness. Just validate their craziness and try to just play along with it. Because in a way, I feel like maybe deep down somewhere within you, maybe you can relate to this person, maybe 10%. Maybe 10% of this is something that's relatable, but maybe not 100%, but it is something that I think some people, we can maybe relate a little bit to this. It is crazy. I don't know. But it is maybe a little bit annoying when a problem gets fixed that you really didn't want to get fixed, when you just wanted it to stay a problem. So it's just, I don't know. When you're in a relationship with someone, and if you're in a relationship with a handyman, and the roof is leaking, but the handyman who should be fixing the roof, he's not fixing the roof, and you're bitching about it, and it's something that it's a running joke, something that you can tell other people, where you're making it, making fun of it to others. It's kind of a bother to be married to a handyman who's really who's not doing anything around the house, and that was not what you signed up for, and then that, so the running joke or whatever. But then when the roof is fixed, you're well, suddenly there's nothing to joke about, and suddenly you can't like, because that was also giving you pity points where people were like, okay, yeah, you're married to someone who's kind of you know, not then suddenly I can't even explain this. It's so stupid, this whatever I'm trying to say, because it is a very dysfunctional mindset. I get it. I know I sound like a lunatic, but you know, then suddenly, like, if it gets fixed, then you, like, before you could put all the attention on the husband who's not doing anything, and then suddenly the husband did something, and now, you know, the attention is suddenly drawn back to you, like, because now, like, what am I doing really in this relationship? Because now that thing was fixed, and now that's not something that you know, it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna move on from this whatever analogy thing I was trying to do, but you know, it's just a little bit crazy. But I think this, like, especially if whatever you fixed with your friend here, if it was the relationship that this person was in, like, if it was, you know, that, like, their marriage, where you meddled in their marriage and ended up, you know, fixing all their problems, and then, like, they lived happily ever after. That was not what this person wanted. This person wanted to be able to bitch about their spouse, and like that you know, they wanted to keep being the victim in that, because when you're not the victim, then you are the one who's being looked at, you know, and then suddenly your dirty laundry is starting to show, and you're like, wait, that's not, like, we were discussing that person, not me, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna shuffle, and I damn it, I haven't even shuffled any cards. Sorry, it's stupid, but yeah, I'm gonna shuffle and see what the cards have to say about what your spirit guides think of your friendship. Okay. 8 of Wands reversed. Don't make any shift. Don't make any swift movements. Don't take action. Don't do anything right now, because, you know, just like don't make a drastic decision about this. Even if you feel like this person is slightly crazy, and that this person has some issues, and that this person is very attention seeking, and that it's kind of getting, if it's getting old, you know, and if you feel like you're growing apart because, you know, you're not really, you're not really humoring these things anymore. It's starting to get maybe it's just getting old. But if it is, then just don't, there's no reason to really say that to this person. I feel like that could just, you know, start a bonfire where it's just, no, like, and not just a bonfire, but, you know, an actual fire, you know, in a, like, something that's not just, you know, cozy and nice and like marshmallows over the bonfires. So it's more like, you know, there is also like a nostalgic aspect of this. There is a lot of nostalgia, I feel like, from this connection, this friendship. I feel like it makes you feel nostalgic to talk to this person. Maybe because your friendship has been going on for many years, and so there's something very nice and cozy about it. But there could I feel like there is an aspect to this where I think you feel like it's kind of getting to a point where you feel like you don't really want to do this anymore, because you feel like it's starting to become bothersome and energy draining. And I get it, but I just feel like you need to give it some time. Don't make a decision right away. Don't write a letter to this person telling this person about all the things that this person is doing wrong. That feels like a bad move. Accepting this, like maybe find some acceptance in your heart that maybe this person is just the way that they are. This person hasn't changed in the last 10 years or 20 years or whatever that you have been friends. I don't know if this is a new or an old friendship, but I feel like this person is who this person is. And I know that it's maybe not good enough, but maybe take the good with the bad, you know. There is good things within this connection. That's why you still hang out sometimes. It's because there is something here. It is fun to be with this person. There is some tension here as well that I feel like there's like sometimes I even feel like there could be more to this than just a friendship. But again, I don't know the whole extent of what this connection is, but I just feel like sometimes this is very like you need to also remember that someone who's so eager to talk to you like that, it could just be a very good friendship, but it could also be that this person wants something more, but or has a strong pull towards you where they feel very, they feel like you have a magnetic impact on them, where they feel like they can't really pull away from you, and that when they haven't talked to you for a long time, they feel sad. They feel like there's something in their life that's missing, and they want to get back to you, but they feel like they have to have a reason to bother you. And then they find a reason, but it's always kind of like a dysfunctional reason that they come up with, but that's the only thing that they know is going to work, that they know they're going to get your attention if they say something, because they know that the only thing that you're a sucker for is when someone, possibly when someone accuses you of something, of having bad intentions, or getting in with an agenda, like having an agenda against another person, or having like a hidden agenda that has all like, or accusing you of faking something, or being like that. I think you're someone who's going to be triggered by something like that, and maybe this person knows what's going to trigger you, and that is dysfunctional. It's highly manipulative. But it's also a way for this person to get more time with you, because that is what they are. That's what they are thirsting for. They have a hunger for your attention, and they don't know how to get it in a non-dysfunctional way, like something that is actually healthy, or like a normal way to talk to you, like that. They just don't know how to do it regularly. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. This was not enough. So I'm going to shuffle. Okay. Yeah, there is a, like, it's just, it is complicated. It's a very complicated connection. There is the star and the tower. It's like, you know, there's hope. There's hope for this connection. Both of you have hope for this connection. That they both of you don't actually want this to end. Like, you both have like something within you that is pulling you towards each other. That there's kind of like a karmic thing here. Like that, it feels like you're not done with each other, but you're not necessarily good for each other. But there's something that, like something that is strangely addictive about the connection you have. So and with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, yes, maybe this person is a little bit unstable, ungrounded, kind of flying in the air, not really finding, like that's also the problem here, is that this person doesn't ground themselves, and this person is not grounded in anything. You know, this person has no roots. And when this person doesn't have roots, when this person doesn't have, you know, anywhere that they feel grounded in, they get grounded in people, or they start finding homes in people. And when they find a home in a person, because like I don't know if this person could, like this person could potentially be a foreigner, this person could be someone who never actually had a home, this person could have grown up in a broken home, or this like there's something here where this person doesn't have a home to go back to, somewhere where they can feel at home. So they feel, yeah, as I said, they feel at home in people, and they have found a home in you. And the thing is that someone like that who finds homes in people, they can't stand not being at home, because it feels strange, and it feels foreign, and it feels like this person is outside in the cold, and you know, just running around, not actually being at home. But then, like, they need to find a way back home, and so they find something that they can get, where they can get 3 hours with you. 3 hours on the phone with you makes them feel at home. Even if they are accusing you of something ridiculous, even if they're talking about something highly dysfunctional, it doesn't matter what it's about, because the voice, your voice, makes them feel at home. No matter if you're screaming at each other, doesn't matter. So I don't want you to let go of this, but I feel like you need to acknowledge that it is this, and maybe make this person acknowledge that there is some things that this person is doing that's actually pushing you away from them. And I think this is, of course, they need to find a home in themselves. Like, that would be the perfect solution, is if they could find that home within themselves. But I think they have also made their own person, like their own body, a hostile environment to be in. So I think that's not somewhere they can feel at ease when they're at home in their own body. you know. So if that makes sense, I think maybe this person has, you know, a personality disorder or something, but even if that's the case, like I just feel like it, you know, talk honestly to this person, because that's what they expect from you. Like they expect full honesty from you. They would appreciate if you talked freely to them and maybe also addressed some of the issues, because I think it could end up making them feel strangely free and possibly, you know, at ease if you told them, like straight up told them that you want to you want to talk to them for 3 hours, like that you want to hang out with them, you want to give them like the time that they need, because you actually enjoy their company. If you do, of course, if it's a lie, then don't say it, but that you enjoy their company, but that you just would like for this person to stop using these methods, these dysfunctional methods to get in contact with you, that you would rather that you just talk casually as friends about, you know, about other people. Like, let's make it about other people. Let's make it about something that you're watching in the television, or let's make it about, you know, like something that isn't accusations, and let's just have a nice, good conversation where you can just, you know, get back to something nostalgic, something that you used to spend a lot of time doing back in the day, and try to bond over that, because now I know it's getting a little bit negative and a little bit draining, and it just needs to be changed so that it's not draining anymore. So I'm going to end the reading here, because this has been a really long reading, so I'm sorry if this has wasted some of your time, you know, like I usually just want it to be like a half an hour, but of course, yes, this has been a little bit longer than that, but yeah, I'm gonna end the reading here. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose this Alphonse Mucha postcard, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle these Rider-Waite tarot cards for you. But I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question? Or can you connect to group number 3's spirit guides and ask them the question, what do they think of group number 3's friendship? This friendship that group number 3 has, what do group number 3's spirit guides think of this friendship? Okay, this person doesn't listen to you. Like, there's a lack of listening, lack of understanding, and that it feels like this person talks and then like they have something to say, like they tell you a story, and then when you say something, like you've been listening to that story and been really invested in the story, but then when it's your turn to share your story, it's like this person just doesn't listen. It's like they just space out. It's not interesting to them, or they feel like it's okay to just cancel you out, or like it feels very rude, actually, that this person doesn't listen. And I feel like there's nothing worse that a person can do to another person than to not listen to them and act like, act like they're air to them, like that. It's just, it feels like this person has hurt your feelings. And I feel like this person might have also been on the phone one time when you were telling them something that was really pressing, something that was on your mind, something that, like, where you really took some courage out of, like, where it took courage to say this. Like, it was really something where you were opening up you were opening up to this person, and what you got in return was just someone who's just on the phone, not really paying attention to you. And I feel like it's really hard to see that can be recovered, because that's a really shitty thing to do to a friend. So I feel like what your spirit guides think of this friendship is that they feel like the person is just not being a very good friend to you. And yes, this person might have excuses to why this person was on the phone. They might tell you that it was because they were, waiting for a call or something, or that there was a crisis that they needed to address or something, but they could have said that to you. Like, they could have told you. They didn't have to wait until you actually had poured your heart out to them to tell you that they hadn't been listening to any of it because they were preoccupied. Like, they should have told you before you started talking. Like, they should have told you when they started getting distracted. They should have made it, they should have made that very clear to you. Instead, they just let you talk and let you keep going, and it's like, I think this person might even say to you that it was because they didn't want to interrupt you, that they didn't tell you that they were that they were distracted by something like that. But that's not, that just doesn't add up. Like, it doesn't make sense. Interrupt you from what? Like, if they weren't listening, then interrupting you to tell you that they're not listening, that, like, why would that have been an interruption? There was no audience to what you were saying, so you could just as well just not be saying those things if nobody's listening. It makes no sense. Okay, so I feel like this person might also say that you're being unfair if you tell them that that you find it rude that they are on the phone while you two are together. Like, while you're, like, if you go on a cafe together, it is rude that the person is sitting on the phone, even if you're not talking, even if you're just sitting there. But because, of course, like, if you go on a cafe with a person, if you go somewhere with a person where you have been planning this, where you've been organizing this, where this is something that you have cleared space out of your schedule in order to make time for this person, and if this person is just on the phone, it defeats the purpose of why you're even together. Why are you even meeting up if it's not going to be about the two of you hanging out, talking together? Like, what? I feel like this person doesn't understand that and feels like you're actually being difficult if you demand that they are not on the phone when you are having like time together. And personally, I don't think it's a big ask. Like, especially when you don't hang out that often, it would be normal that you would spend the whole time catching up, like that. It feels weird that this person doesn't want to catch up with you, but just wants to, have a meal with you and be on the phone the whole time and then just say goodbye to you. That seems like it was just all about, like I don't even know why this person was doing it then. I don't know if it's because this person wanted to take a picture or something and then post it on Instagram and tell people that they hang out with their friends, and like that it's all about how they come across to the outside world. That it's some kind of facade that they need to work on, that they want people to think they are a certain person, and so it's all about their social persona on social media. And I guess that could be the thing, that you're just a pawn in this, like that they're just using you to come across as someone who has friends, whereas it's just weird because they could come across as someone who had friends if they actually had friends, like if they spent the time actually listening to what you have to say and talking to you and catching up with you. If they did that instead of sitting on their phone, like they could still take a picture so that they can post it on Instagram if that's what they want, but taking a picture would just take 2 minutes maximum, and then like they could spend the rest of the time hanging out and having a good time with you. But it's like that part just doesn't really matter to them, which is weird because it's not taking anything away from them. Like they I don't know, it's just it feels a little bit like you're being used, that this seems like a fake friendship, that this person is just, and it's not like you're the only one. I think this person has a lot of fake friendships with other people as well. It's just all for the gram. It's all for keeping up appearances, and not it's especially if they can go out with you and have brunch with you or something, or like post that they are out drinking wine with you or something, that it looks good. It makes it seem like they are like cool, and like on Instagram that would be like very good photos that would, keep up this appearance of them being this really fancy person with a lot of friends, like a socialite kind of thing. And like they're not a socialite at all, because this person is not even social. This person is antisocial in some, like, without, not that this person has antisocial personality disorder, but that this person is just, not really seemingly very interested in anything social with people. Like this person is not even someone who has very good social skills. Because I think this person is just like, okay, if we have to talk the whole time, like what are we going to talk about? Like, as if, like that would just be weird and awkward. Like, let's just be on the phone and just like sit together on this, like on this restaurant, and just be on the phone to like that. Then we can just, scroll through social media, and then like if I find a funny photo or a funny video, I can show you that, and then we can talk about that. But let's not sit here and like talk about like how we're feeling, or like how, like what we're doing, or how is it going at work or something, because that's just weird to this person. Like it seems like this person finds that to be a waste of time, or like that they would find that to be awkward. Like that's just not what, like that's not what they signed up for. It's weird. Okay, with the Hermit reversed. Yeah, I think this person is this person is basically just friends with you because they are terrified of coming across as someone who doesn't have friends. That seems like the worst part that could like that's the worst thing that could happen, is that people start thinking that they are just a lonely person, and that nobody hangs out with them, and that they don't have any, that they don't have any friends, and that they're not popular, because popularity is very important for this person, even though this person is probably an adult. Like this person is not in high school anymore. So I feel like popularity shouldn't really matter to someone this age. But I guess this person might have peaked in high school and kind of, not really moved on from that mentality. They still want to be the popular kid. Like they still want to be the one that people look up to, and they want to be considered, cool, and that's the only thing. Like they want, yeah. It seems very fake. It seems like you shouldn't, like, don't invest too much in this friendship, because it's not a friendship. This person would not be there for you if you were in trouble. Like if there was something pressing you, if you, if anything happened that you would need help with, this person would not help you. They would find you to be a bother. Like they would be like, why are you like now you're not fun anymore, now that you demand something from me. Like what, I don't fly with that. Like that's not me. Go ask someone else if you need help with that, because I can't help you. That sort of energy, where this person would just reject you at, like, if you hit rock bottom and really needed someone to, like, this person would be like over the hills, over somewhere else. Like they would not, they would run from that. They would try to and over the moon. I think this person actually kind of also enjoys when people are in trouble, or like when I think, yeah, because this person doesn't want to help, but I think this person likes it when people are in a shittier situation than themselves, because then they feel superior in some way, and they feel like, that's kind of eliminating the competition. Like that, in a way, I think you're a competition to them. So either you need to, like, they can use you to gain popularity, and if they can't use you to gain popularity, then it's all about getting you down. Like, they need to make sure that you're not a threat to them, but they need to also, like, it's very complicated. Hmm. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about this friendship or this friend. What your spirit guides think of this friend that you have. I'm going to use these archetype cards to get your spirit guides to describe this friend. It's the rebel reversed. So this person is the opposite of a rebel. This person is someone who caves into peer pressure. This is someone who does everything in order to be accepted. You know, they don't do anything that's gonna cause them to lose popularity, or like they are really like a they have a lot of pack mentality, you know, like they like to they like to do things that other people do. Like if someone, like if there's a top that's trending, this person will have that top, even if they find that top to be unflattering, or even if they find it to be ugly, they would wear it a lot because they want to be considered a part of the in crew, like the popular gang. Like they would try to, you know, they would try to do they would do anything to fit in. And they are afraid of not fitting in. Like they, like they wouldn't wear an outfit unless they have been approved, like unless the outfit has been approved by someone that they have respect for. They need other people's opinions about things, and so they need friends, but it's only to get like a check. Like they need to be checked out. They need to be certain that they are fitting the popularity norm, I guess. Like I don't even know what that means. Like I guess this person just needs to be like, this person needs to have like a body check, like by people. Like they need someone to, I don't know if this person has anorexia or something, but this person does seem to be very focused on how skinny they are, and they need someone to tell them how skinny they are, or whether they are like I don't know, like it's a weird obsession, I think, that with their own, like they need some people to also praise them. They need compliments, so they have friends around them that can compliment them on their body and on their outfits, and like they also need friends who can comment on their photos on Instagram, and you know, like that it's all just like, I think this person compliments other people on Instagram as well, but it's only to get compliments back. You know, there's always a hidden agenda. It's only so that they can get the same from them, like that. And this, I know I shouldn't have said that this person has anorexia, because that's like a big thing to say, and but I think this person has body dysmorphia, possibly. You know, like this person is constantly very concerned with how they appear, and whether they are like they need to get like their body validated by people. Like they can't just validate themselves, you know, like they can't just look in the mirror and be like, okay, I look fine, and then just go out, you know, like they need to take a picture of themselves in an outfit, send it to a friend, and get the friend to accept the outfit or validate the outfit, approve of the outfit, and then like after the approval, then they can go out. But they can't go out without this whole chain of that's just weird. It's a little bit obsessive. And I know it's maybe a little bit different for all of you. I know it's maybe a little bit too specific, but the thing is that this person is very obsessed with looks and very obsessed with getting compliments but I think this person is also someone who could potentially ditch someone, like ditch a friend because that friend got fat or something, like, which is so ridiculous. But because this person could be like the type of person, I hate to say this because I know it's a friend of yours, so there must be something that this person does or that makes you want to be friends with them. Like there must be something that this person gives back to you. Like there must be something in it for you, because why would you be in a friendship with someone who is such a tool? I don't know. There must be something, or maybe I'm kind of reading the most extreme energies here, and maybe that's what's coming through the strongest. So I don't know if there's a milder example of this that might be more in alignment with the truth of some of you. Like the situation for some of you might be a little bit milder than this. But I think this person is still someone who is very preoccupied with looks, to the point where they also want to hang out with people who look a certain way and have Instagram photos of people who look good. Or like and if someone doesn't look good on pictures, they don't want them in the picture. And they might be kind of rude about it and tell the person to walk away or go to the bathroom or go into the kitchen while the photo is being taken, just so that they don't have to post an Instagram photo of someone who's not who's not fitting into their brand, which is crazy, like really crazy. I don't understand this energy at all. Like I don't know anybody who's like this actually, so it kind of worries me that this is coming through in a general reading. I would understand if this was a personal reading, because I know that some people are just, you know, tools, but this must mean that there's a lot of you who are actually dealing with someone like this. Someone who's not listening to you because they're on Instagram scrolling through photos of people who are, you know, in alignment with their brand, but might not actually want to take a picture of someone who, like a friend of theirs who doesn't fit their brand. And like that, I think you probably fit their brand, which is, you know, why you are still, you know, why you're still someone that this person talks to. That you fit the brand, that they want to actually go on a cafe with you or to a restaurant with you, because they can actually take pictures with you and post it on Instagram without it ruining their aesthetic on Instagram. And since when are people an aesthetic on Instagram? Like that's reducing people to objects. And this is probably someone who doesn't want to be objectified either, so it's kind of like a contradictory thing. But it's I don't know, like I don't understand this person. This person is very shallow, like extremely shallow. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more about what your spirit guides think of this friend. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. It's the angel card. They don't think that your friend is an angel. I think they believe that you're the angel here. And I'm not just like I'm actually sensing this because it says something that I was actually seeing in the channeling. It was a part of the channeling, so it doesn't come as a surprise to me that this card is coming through. It says helping those in need with no expectation of return. And that's the thing, that I think this person is someone that you spend time on this person. You help this person out. You do some ridiculous things that this person asks you to do just because they ask you to do it. And if they ask you to take a picture of them, then you do it because you want to, or you want to be of help to your friend. So yeah, of course, it's not taking anything away from you. And if this person wants to go to like a fancy restaurant because there's a fancy restaurant that has just opened in town, and and if this person asks you, then you want to go with them, even though that it's probably only because this person wants to post an Instagram photo of it, that that there is an ulterior motive behind it. You get that, but it's nice to be included though, even though maybe this person asked a few other people before they asked you. I don't know, but that is a possibility, because this person is just, this person doesn't have a lot of loyalty to anyone. This person is just, using people, and this person it's not going to give anything in return. They're not going to return the favor. If you do something for them, they can ask you to take pictures of them, plenty of pictures. They can ask you to take thousands of pictures of them in front of some house or whatever, and you're willingly doing that because you feel that's what a friend does. But if you ask them to do the same thing for you, they're going to take one ugly photo of you and then they will call it a day because they don't want to put in any more effort. That's all the effort that you get. If you even get one photo, they might even say, I'm a little bit tired of all the posing for my photo, so I'm a little bit tired now, so can we just go, let's just walk away, this is just, it's been too much of a photo shoot, let's just do something else now. That's just the energy here. I feel like every time this person is about to return the favor to you, it's it's a bad time, it's inconvenient for them, and they have some excuse to not let it happen. And I think that's just very, very lousy. And it's just not, it's not what you deserve when you put in so much energy into this friendship. So I'm going to shuffle some of these Gypsy Oracle cards just to get a little bit more information on what your spirit guides think of this friendship. Any advice concerning this friendship. Wedding. So wedding. Okay, I would lie if I said that I'm not a little bit puzzled by the card. I don't think you should get married to your friend. I think that would be, you know, a little bit strange. But I think you need to, like, this could be about, you know, you getting married, or like that maybe your spirit guides want you to stop spending time on this friend who's not giving you anything back, and focusing this time and energy on either finding love if you haven't found love yet. If you're single, spend this energy finding love. Or if you are in a relationship, spend the time on your relationship instead of spending time with these, or with this friend who is kind of terrible and not someone who's worth your time. So maybe focus on the, like, try to prioritize the people in your life who are, you know, actually good for you. People who don't just sit on the phone while you're pouring your heart out to them. People who actually value your time and actually respect your time and respect you. Because there is not a lot of respect here. It seems like it's all just on this person's terms, and they don't even listen to you. Like, and I think they also might not quite understand you. Like, when they actually listen, I don't think they're actually listening. Like, I think they hear what they want to hear. They don't actually hear what you actually say to them. Like, it's like they, like, if you tell them something and you ask them later to tell you what you two discussed before, like if you create, like if you make a trap for this person and get them to, like, of course I don't believe in traps. I don't believe that we should be testing the people around us, but I think if you tell this person something important and you then ask them to, you know, repeat what you said to them, just to see if they were actually listening, I think this person would fail. They would fail that test. They would tell you that, yeah, you were saying something about, was it something about traveling? And, you know, you were probably telling this person something about your relationship that was really important. It had nothing to do with traveling. Just, you might have said something about, like, about this person, like that you might have mentioned one country while telling a story about your spouse or about someone that you were dating or whatever, like that. It had nothing to do with the story, but, you know, I think this person just hears keywords of what you're saying. Like, they might hear Paris and then they think you're talking about Paris, even if you were just talking about even a restaurant named Paris, like that. It wasn't even the country, like the city. But, you know, that I just feel like this person is a horrible friend to you. And I feel like your spirit guides just want you to know this, that this is absolutely rubbish, like a rubbish friendship. It's not good for you, and it's also a person that you might not. It's not good for you to be associated with people who, like, is a person who is so shallow, because I think, like, you're not a shallow person. You might have been born with a certain look, a certain appearance that might have automatically made you a part of a part of a group of friends, maybe in high school, where this was just because, you know, you fit in. But maybe personality-wise, maybe you never really had anything in common with these people, but you just maybe went along with it because it was nice to be included in something. It was nice to feel included. It was nice to be a part of something, and that it was better than maybe being an outcast or being, you know, lonely, like feeling like you don't, like that it was maybe better than not fitting in and not having anyone to talk to. That it was just maybe convenient at the time, but maybe you never had anything in common with these people, and this person included. It was maybe just something that you had in order to survive high school. Like I don't know, now I'm assuming that you met this person in high school. I don't know if you did, but I'm just sensing that you need to find better friends than this. So people that you actually have something in common with. People who share your moral code, which I think is, I think you have a very good moral compass. Like you're very good at seeing right from wrong, and you're very good at, you know, you're very good at understanding people and very good at showing people empathy, compassion. You're a very good person who's going to make friends very easily. And you know that possibly, but you know, like that, I think you need to find people who actually will have your back. People, but maybe as your spirit guides say, that like maybe friendships are not necessary right now in your life. Maybe if you just found love, or if you have found love, focus on that, because a good relationship could be enough, you know. So maybe it could take the place of, you know, these friendships. You might not need these, you know, like it's just it's so shallow that I don't even think you're getting anything out of it. It seems a little bit boring. Like, who wants to hang out with someone who's just scrolling on their phone like that? You could just as well just be at home and like either spend the time with your spouse or your future spouse, if you find that person, and you know, like that. Maybe now is maybe a good time to start a family, and like if you haven't already, but if you have already started a family, then just focus on your family, because it's just a better investment than to spend time with someone who is just a selfish prick, really. So that's my answer to you, group number 3. I hope I wasn't too harsh, but this was the message that was coming through. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 4. You chose this Alphonse Mucha postcard here, and it looks like this. And so I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle these Rider-Waite tarot cards for you. But I'm going to do the channeling first. So Spirit, can you answer this question, or can you connect to group number 4's spirit guides and ask them this question: what do group number 4's spirit guides think of group number 4's friendship? What do they think? Okay, your spirit guides think this friendship is not very good for you. It seems like they want you to be warned that this person doesn't want the best for you, because misery wants company. This person wants you to be miserable because they want you two to be in the same boat. They don't get happy when you succeed, because when you succeed, you're not in the same boat anymore. And so they can't just be happy on your behalf, because every time you succeed at something, every time you do something that they aren't doing, they compare that to themselves and they feel like a loser, and in comparison to you. Like, they feel like you're just, skyrocketing, you're just leaving them behind here on the ground, and they feel like they are losing and you're winning. And they feel jealous of you and what you are doing. And it doesn't have to be like a career accomplishment, even though I think for some of you, this could be career related, that this person is jealous of what you're doing in your career, and that you're doing something that seems to be very important for you, whereas maybe they are stuck in a job that they don't really care about. So they might feel jealous of you for, doing your life purpose or doing something that seems like a calling to you. So that could be one thing that this person could be jealous of, but it could also be something different. Like if you used to be drinking buddies, and you used to party a lot together, and if you have, left that behind a little bit and settled down, and if you're living a little bit more of a calm life where you are just, maybe focusing your energy on other things, that could also just be triggering for this person, because they feel like, oh, now you're so high and mighty, you are, up on your high horse, looking down on anybody or everybody, and that you're sanctimonious now, that you're so holy, or whatever. And so I feel like every time you do something that they're not doing, every time you choose to do something to better yourself, or, develop as a person, or become a better version of yourself, every time you do anything that they are not doing, they feel bad about that. Like they don't like that, if that makes sense. And so they would always try to drag you down. And I feel like they can't do that right now, because I feel like, in a way, I think you're not really talking that much at the moment. So I feel like maybe you have closed the door on this person in the past, maybe in order to grow, because you knew that you needed to leave this person behind in order to live your dream, or reach your goal, or whatever, that it needed, like this friendship might have needed to end because this person was a bad influence in your life, or whatever. But I think, like, if you are thinking of resuscitating this friendship, like blowing new life into this friendship and trying to start over with this person, I don't think that's a good idea, because this person will constantly try to drag you down to their level, because misery wants company. They need you to be in the same boat with them, so that they don't feel so lonely in this boat. Like they need, because they need this in order to feel better about themselves. Like they need to have you at the same level as them, so that they don't feel like they are a loser. They feel like, as long as you two are at the same level, then they are, then there's nothing wrong with them. And they need that validation that there's nothing wrong with them. So they need to drag someone down to their level, so that, at least there is two. And so two is better than one. And if there's two people living in a like, I don't know, like it doesn't really make sense. But I think this person just wants you to stop growing, stop becoming better, stop, like I feel like this person even ridicules your growth when you're not in the room. If this person might say that to their friends, and maybe friends that you two have in common, that they might talk shit about you behind your back and tell people that, oh, you're so high and mighty and you think you're better than everybody else because you have stopped drinking, or because you have, focused on your career, or because you have moved somewhere, or I don't know what it is. It could also be that you have maybe lost some weight or something, and like that could just be like such a small thing, could be a reason for this person to hate you, which is it's so ridiculous and it's so petty. But they just feel like, especially if this person is a little bit overweight, then they feel like, it's like they feel like it's a personal attack towards them, that you're losing weight, or that you have chosen to change your lifestyle or whatever, that they feel triggered by this, or that they feel like it's like now you're so, like, I don't know, like it just feels like they don't approve of this, or they feel like they can't be friends with you if you are living a different lifestyle than them, and that you're boring now, or that you're I don't know, that they would want to corrupt you back, like that. So, like, if you have chosen, like that, this is just an example. Like, if you have chosen to lose weight, maybe just because you want to be a little bit healthier, it might not have anything to do with aesthetic or anything like that. And I think you still would very much like to be friends with this person that you're friends with, or that you used to be friends with. But the thing is that, like, it's not because you don't like people who are overweight. Like, it's not like a statement towards them, and they don't have, and this person doesn't have anything to be triggered over. Like, it's not like you are judging them for choosing a different lifestyle. I think you feel like they can just do whatever they want to do, but you want to do something for yourself, or that this is just what you want. Like, it's just maybe, a little bit of a change in your life, that you're just doing it for you. And I think this person can't handle that, because it's like, even if it's just, a choice that you've made for your health, or maybe because of some physical thing that you had, like maybe you have a bad knee, and so you thought that maybe it was just, you know, a good thing to maybe start exercising a little bit more, so that just so that you don't have so much pain in your knee or something. It could have been something like that. And this person, even if you explained it to this person, I don't think this person would listen, and they would do anything in order to try to get you back to their lifestyle and, you know, convince you to stop exercising or stop doing this different, like this lifestyle change, that they would try to corrupt your decision, even if you are just doing what is best for you. Like that, this person can't handle that. It's very selfish, and it feels like this person believes that their way is the only way. Like that everything else is lame, and that if someone is doing something or living their life a little bit differently than they are, then they're just kind of cringy and embarrassing and lame and boring and no fun anymore, and like that it's just not fun to be around a person who's so high and mighty or whatever. Like, and it's just so condescending and weird and kind of narcissistic, because it feels like this person just believes that even when they are doing something, like I feel like some of you are even dealing with someone who is like, it's not just about weight or drinking or a job, or like for some of you I feel like you're dealing with someone who's actually quite far into a very serious substance abuse or something like that. I know it's very specific, and it's not going to refer to all of you, but I feel like for some of you, that's the person that you're dealing with, is someone who's, you know, really in need of hitting rock bottom, like now, because maybe you're even worried about this person because this person is on some serious drugs, and that this is concerning. And even though this person is doing something that is potentially killing them, they still feel like their life is the right life, that they are living their best life, or that and that they are doing it right, and that you're doing it wrong for not participating in on this, you know, very steep hill here, downward hill, but you know, it's, of course it could be denial, so it might not be narcissism, but I feel like it could be denial. I think this person might be in denial of, you know, how far gone they are, so they just look at everybody else, like everybody who's living a normal life, they look down on them and feel like they're all just, you know, sanctimonious, and think they're better than everybody else, and that they're like that sort of thing, where, and that they're boring. I think this person really likes to call people boring who are not doing the things that they're doing. Like, and I think that's just, it's just not a very good influence in your life, that now you're like, that you're growing and you're developing your, like, and you are doing things that are good for you, and you're making choices based on your health, possibly. And to have someone call you boring because you're taking care of yourself. I think that's a very bad energy to be around. And I think it's very corruptive, a very corruptive energy that could potentially be harmful to be around, especially if this is about substance abuse. Then I feel like this person could try to convince you to get in the boat with them, you know, to be in the same boat together with them, and that's something that you need to be very upfront about, that you don't want to get to that point, and that you want to maybe be friends with them. Like, I feel like in some way, I think you, especially those of you who are rather concerned about this person, it means a lot when you, like, it tells a lot about the connection when you're actually concerned. It means that you feel a certain way about this person. Like, it's not meaningless to you. So even though this person doesn't want the best for you, I think you want the best for this person. And, you know, I think, in a way, I think you could still have this friendship. You just have to set clear boundaries, that you don't want this person to corrupt you, and you don't want this person to try to convince you to get over to the dark side with them. Like, that's not cute anymore. Like, it's not funny anymore. That it was maybe funny the first time or the second time. Now it's just not funny. It's not. I don't know if it ever was, but I think it's just getting to a point where it might be a little bit. Yeah, it is a negative force in your life, and I think you should really consider maybe, you know, creating distance, because you need to be on your own path, and you don't need someone who's going to sabotage you and your ambitions and the things that you want for yourself and your dreams and your future. Like, you don't need someone to get in the way of that. So I think it's very important to create some distance. If this person's like, but if this person comes to you, and if this person hits rock bottom and comes to you and tells you that now they are at a point in their life where they want to turn a new leaf, and that they want a change, and that they are done with the things that were, you know, that were harming them. If they say that to you, then don't reject them, of course. Like, actually give them the benefit of the doubt and believe them and help them. But I feel like that's the only situation where I think you should have anything to do with them, is if they come crawling back to you, or if it's not about substance abuse or anything very harmful. If this person was just a dick to you and wanted you to be miserable because they were miserable, and if it's not something serious, but just because they were a jealous bitch back before, and that they still seem to be that way now. Like, if they come back to you, and if they are still a jealous bitch and seems to be, you know, in no way interested in, you know, in you and your growth and like what you have accomplished, and like if they seem to be the same way as they used to be, then just, you know, then there's no reason to let them back in, because then they haven't changed. But if they come to you and apologize for the things they did in the past, you know, if they sound sincere, then, you know, then accept the apology and allow this person back in your life. But I feel like that's the only, like it should only be if they come crawling back to you. There's no reason for you to contact this person. Don't, like, even if you're a little bit concerned or worried that they are not doing very well right now, don't contact them. Wait until they contact you, because I don't think I don't think they're gonna react very positively, because they might feel like you're just forcing something down their throat, you know, and that you're just trying to convert them over to the good side or whatever. But so really, I feel like the only way that this person, that this friendship will work out in the future is if they come to you. So, yeah. I'm gonna shuffle and see what, like, I'm gonna ask your spirit guides to use these tarot cards to deliver the message about how, like, what they think of your friendship. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups and Death here, and Seven of Cups reversed. So these are the cards, and I feel like this person is a little bit two-faced. So I think that's also one thing about this person, is that I don't know if this person necessarily is very, like, direct about the things that I have been talking about in this reading. You know, that this person is wants to sabotage your successes, and that this person wants you to be miserable with them. They want you to be in the same boat with them, and they don't like to see you happy because it reminds them of how miserable they are. And so they want you to be miserable too. Yeah, but this might not be very upfront. Like, it's not, you know, it might be so subtle that it might fall under the radar a little bit, where you don't notice that this person is doing it. Because this person might have, like, yeah, two faces. They might come across as, you know, a little bit, you know, they might have a fake mask that they put on, and then, like, when you are not in the room, they might ridicule you and say that you're up on this high horse, and that you're no fun anymore, and that you're starting to become really boring, and, you know, that's not something that this person would say to your face, which is, you know, very catty and snaky, and, you know, it's going to be very hard to figure out how, like, what this person actually thinks of you, but just, you know, I don't know, like, just take my word for it. I guess that's the only thing I can say, is that this, sometimes it's hard to figure out, and I don't know if you can ever really know what this person says about you behind your back, unless you ask people about it. Like, if you ask around and find out what this person has actually been saying about you. But of course there might be some people who are quite loyal towards this person, and so they might not reveal what this person said about you, but I don't know. With a death card, I feel like some things need to end for new, better things to begin. And so I feel like that's what is happening here. Like the thing that I'm sensing that your spirit guides feel about this friendship is that you need to leave this behind. You need to let this die. Let this friendship die out so that you can make room for better friends and place your energy in, other baskets. Because right now, like, this is not a good basket to, to put all your apples in. Like, this is not a good horse to bet on. Because this person is not gonna, this person just doesn't want the best for you. And that's concerning. And this person would always compare themselves to you. And, I think this person always goes into competition with you. It's either you're the winner or they are the winner, and it can't be both. Like, both of you can't win at the same time, because there needs to be a loser and a winner, because anything else just doesn't make sense to them. So if you're the one winning, they are the one losing, and that's just how it is. And but there can be two losers, which is kind of beyond the logic. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, there can only be a winner and a loser and there can't be there can't be a winner and a winner, because it's only like if you're winning, they're losing. But if you're losing and they're losing at the same time, then that you're both losing, and that's okay. Yeah. So with the 7 of Cups reversed, I feel like there just isn't a future with you two as friends, because you would have to give up on all your dreams. Like, like this person is having all these dreams here, all these options open for them. And, when it's reversed, it's like doors are going to be closed to you, because this person is going to try to sabotage your successes. And this person can have a very, a very devastating impact on your life. And so you need to be watchful. And only let this person in if they hit rock bottom, and really, if they have had like an epiphany where they have realized, what they've done and how they have been as a friend, and realizes all these things. And if this person comes back and apologizes, and, then there is a chance for this friendship. But at the moment, I feel like the best thing I can tell you is that, like, run away from this person and find friends who actually want the best for you. Friends who root you on, and applaud you when you do something great. And find friends who support you instead of sabotaging for you. Like that's just my that's what I read here from the reading. That's what I'm sensing that your spirit guides think of this friendship. So yeah, but I think that's all I have for you. Group number 4, I hope this reading was helpful, And if it was, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box below for more information on how to get one. And have a great day, and bye.